Pull a rabbit out of your hat because the magician is back. Meaty Marlon Moraes is coming in this one desperate for a win, right? The dude has lost three straight and no more favors again against Song Yadong. I mean, if we just look at Marlon Moraes' recent opponents, he's kind of getting put into the RDA category where he's going to have to fight all the toughest of tough guys. And here's another one in Song Yadong, who's won two straight. His only loss was to Kyler Phillips most recently, and that was a pretty close fight. I know that some thought that Yadong might have done enough to get that one done, so it would be interesting to see if the judges were to give Song Yadong that favorable outcome, which is something he's definitely seen before. I mean, I think back to that draw against Cody Stamann, where Cody Stamann probably won that fight, but Song was able to escape with the majority draw, and he's had some favorable judges' scorecards since then, but he also has been getting a lot better in every single contest. He's still with Alpha Male, still, however, developing at a very high rate. He's got the fast hands, but now he's been really mixing things up and just showcasing an all-around MMA game. And you wonder if he'll need to showcase that against a guy who's super well-rounded in his own right and a guy who is extremely dangerous. I mean, he was that close to putting out Henry Cejudo in the title fight, and he loses that second round, and his career's been on the downturn since. I mean, there's that one win against Jose Aldo, but even that one was a pretty close contest that a lot of people thought Jose should have won. So it's been interesting to see how Moraes just can no longer get it done, but is this an opportunity for him to be able to do just that, or is this a great opportunity for Song Yadong to pick up a statement win and really insert himself in the conversation? What do you think?
Yeah, I think this really is the Donger's, next level fight. Once he wins this, because I think he is going to get it. I think Moraes the Magician is just Donzo. I mean, his mental game is gone. He's such a good fighter. I mean, at one point we thought he was going to be future champ. He had the opportunity. Kind of since Henry Cejudo took his soul, he just hasn't been the same. Let's be honest. Um, but I'm very excited for this fight. This is a huge levels test for the Donger. And wouldn't surprise me on whoever wins this. I got it either way, but I'm gonna lean more on the Songer side because he's got the hype. He's 24. I mean, what is savage? 24, very young, been looking stronger, better, faster, and I think he's I think he's very similar to Marlon, but I think he's got the youth behind him, and he seems stronger and faster. The only thing that maybe Marlon has is the veteranism, and he could pull it through, but I'm gonna lean on the Song on this one.
Yeah, good stuff. And you mentioned he's only 24 years old, but believe it or not, it's already in this fight. It's going to be his 10th UFC contest. So rarely do you see a guy who's 24 years old rack up already 10 UFC fights. That's just a crazy amount of experience in such a short time. And it seems as though some from Tapology, in fact, most are rolling with the Donger to get this one done. 78% is rolling with Song to win this contest over Magic Moraes. 22% is rolling with the Brazilian. And of that 78%, I thought this was fascinating. I'm curious to get your thoughts. A lot of it is Brown. Do you think that Song is going to get a KO TKO finish in this one?
Yeah, I do actually think, Moraes hasn't shown us really much that he's got a chin anymore. So he has been getting hit with some freaking absolute bombs. And let's be honest, the Donger throws bombs too. So I think this is going to be a KO finish. It wouldn't surprise me if it ends in the first round. Someone's going out. I'm just leaning on the Donger on this one.
Yeah, and again, most are 22% is rolling with Marlon Moraes. It's pretty split, right? About 11% rolling with that Brown TKO KO. Beige for the 10% also with Moraes. This one's been very tough for me. I've been going back and forth. I think both these guys are, part of the elite conversation at bantamweight, but ultimately, I think Marlon Moraes is getting a W. He never wins fights anymore, but I think this is the time where he finally gets this one done. And, I say that half jokingly. He doesn't win fights recently, but he's always been competitive. He's always having his moments. I mean, he was that close to finishing Rob the Machine Dvalishvili. Dvalishvili just happens to be a machine. So I think that Moraes is going to be able to veteran himself a win over Yadong. And I like Song Yadong. I think that he has a bright future ahead of him, but I'm seeing Moraes having a Derek Brunson-like moment where this is the fight against a hype train where he can rediscover his sauce, get back that meaty magic mojo, and ultimately finds a way to get this one done by a finish. So I'm taking Moraes by finish. I know that might not be the sexy pick, but you can take it to the grill meat. I'm feeling meaty magic in this one. So am I tripping?
No, definitely not tripping or skipping. But I'm going with the Kung Fu Monkey just purely. He's on a nice win streak. His mental's back in business. Um, and it wouldn't surprise me if he adds a little grappling with his
Mm.
team over there, a Team Alpha Male, and absolutely smother Sessions Moraes. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Throw the comments, boys. Who you guys got? You got Kung Fu Monkey, the Donger, or Meaty Magic Moraes? Yo.